Hi guys, and welcome to Java NetBeans tutorial of a currency converter. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how this works. So first of all, let's reset, and we can just enter whatever amount in there that we want to convert, and we are converting with the British pounds. Then we want to convert it to, let's say, Canadian. What we just need to do is click on the conversion button. There we go. That is it. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to exit out and we start a new project entirely. So let's go to File, click on New Project, and inside Java NetBeans, make sure you select Java with and the project select Java application. Click on Next. Give your project name. I'm going to call that J Currency Converter. There we go. That's going to be the name of my project, and right underneath here, if you guys notice, there's a check button here called create main class. I'm going to uncheck that. Click on finish, and there we go. That is my J converter there. So right click on your J converter, select new, and let's select J form, J frame form. Give your project a name. I'm going to call it exactly the same name, J currency converter, and where we have package, I'm going to change that to J currency converter as well, and just click on finish. There we go. That's my interface now ready. So right click on this interface and let's select set layout. Select absolute layout. There. So just drag your form that much. I think that will do. Yeah, that will do. Now the first thing that I want is I'm going to go straight to the palette here and just select panel and drop the panel right there. Stretch it, and let's go to the properties for this panel. Click on the properties, and I will then go straight to the border of this very panel. So right in here, click on the border, select line border here, and here the color, I'm going to change the color to red blue, or you can just click on this and select RGB and just enter 95. The choice is yours, whatever color you want to use. And I'm going to make this 158, and in here I'm going to make that 160, and that's cadet blue. And this is the other code that you can use. Click on OK, and here you see where it says the thickness. I'm going to change that thickness to about, let's see how 20 will look like. There we go. That's the thickness. That's fine for me. I think maybe a little bit thicker, but for now that's good. I can always change that. All right, that's fine. Well, let's go back to that properties and just change that thickness a little bit more. We're gonna make it, let's go for 30 and see how that's gonna look like. Okay, that's more pronounced. So I'm gonna copy this now. But before then, let's right click on it first, select the layout and select absolute layout. All right, with the absolute layout, you can always place your other component wherever you want. So that is why I prefer going for the absolute layout. All right, I'm going to copy this very frame, paste it right here, drag it just that much, and this label, J label, let's come to the properties again and change that properties, the text content on it. I'm going to change that to currency. Converter there. increase the font size. That's the font right there. Just change it to something a little bit much more readable. So I'm going to make that maybe about 68. Okay. All right, I'm going to change the font again. Go back to the font. I want to make sure it's bold. And 68 seems to be a little bit too small for what I want. So I'm going to make that 70 and make sure it's bold. There we go. That's more pronounced. That's how I want it. There. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add some more data to the second frame that I have in here. But before then, let's copy the second frame. Control and just copy, paste. I have two, then one more. I think it's underneath here. Now let's copy that. Copy, paste. Right. Bring this down a little bit. Okay, the one I have up here, just drag it that much. Make sure they are all aligned. Right. Looking good so far. And this one here, let's reduce that a little bit. Yeah. Okay, and increase this. Now this label, let's change the font of all these labels. Make them bold and much more pronounced. I think I'm going to make it about 30. Bold. Okay, that is fine. Bring this label up here. What I need. I think 4 of those. Yep. Okay, 3 here. I can even just copy, paste it in here. Right. And this very first one, I'm just going to call that amount. Or just you can right click on it and select text and just type in amount. The one below, right click text. I'm going to say from currency. And the one right underneath that is going to be known as to currency, the currency that I'm converting it to. That's good. So the one below that is going to be known as amounts converted. Okay, yes. There, that's fine. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to add text field. Grab hold of this, dump it right there. Let's drag it out much. And I'm going to enhance this text box before I do any other thing. Let's come right here and just make that about 30 bold as well. 30 bold. Okay, very good. Control C, copy that very one and paste it right in here. Let's do that again. Or maybe copy. And let's see if I can paste it here. There we go. Right in here. That is fine. Now, I need to add 2 combo box. Click on that combo box, paste, drag, and change the properties to the text property. Where is it? This very one. Make it bold, 30, and bold. There we go. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is, instead of me copying this right away, I'm going to go straight to the properties and look for where we have model. This very one. Look at it. Click in here. you can see we have 4 items. Get rid of those 4 items. Add the following. The first is going to be BP, GBP space dash, and I'm just going to call that Britain. There. Next underneath is going to be Canada. I'm going to call that Canadian dollar. Okay, you guys get that? So I'm going to speed that up, then show you guys end product. Okay, guys, those are the countries that I've listed into the or onto the combo box. Okay, so all I then need to do is click on OK. There, you see that? So I can now copy it. Let's right click, copy, and let's paste it right here. The second one, drag, drop it there. All right, so everything is now in place. So if I run it now, first of all, I'm going to save what I've done so far. Compile it first before running it. Okay, click on run. Click on OK. There we go. Look at that. So we can then select whatever country you want to convert. All right, so let's continue. Now the next thing I want to do is right underneath here, and I want to add buttons. Okay, let's come right here inside the highlight here. I need buttons. Very good. Drop one in here and just enhance this before copying it. Go to the properties. Let's change that to something much more user friendly. I'm going to make the font about 36 bold. There, and the text content on it, right click, change the text content to convert or converter. Yeah, that will do. Now let's give that a name as well. So I'm going to right click again, go to change variable name. So let's just call it JBTN convert. So that would be the variable name. Right, that's fine. Click on OK. So let's copy it. Okay. Control C and paste. Okay, I'm going to copy again and paste. All right. So let's change the name of these two that have just been copied. Change this one to reset. And the variable name, I'm going to make that JBTN reset. Click on OK. Now, let's do the same thing for this next one. Let's change that to exit. And the name is going to be JBTN exit. Brilliant. That's ready. Now, let's give the other names. This is going to be called amount converted. Amount converted. There we go. And this text box here, let's change that to JTXT converted, something like that. Yeah, I think that will be the ideal name for it. JBTN amount converted. TXT amount converted. JTXT amount converted. There. Click on OK. And we need to do the same thing for this combo box. This is going to be known as, let's change that name to to currency. Yeah, to currency. There we go. And this is going to be known as J from currency. From currency. That's good. Click on OK. And the text box. What do we call that? That's going to be TXT amount. JTXT amount. JTXT amount. That's good. Now let's get rid of the text content we have in there. Delete and do the same thing for this one here. Text. Delete. That's fine. Brilliant. Okay, the next thing now, let's just drag this. I want it to be at the same level with the buttons. Yeah. Okay, something like that. That'll do. Now that they all have their own respective names, let's do one thing. Start work on the coding. Okay. So with the maybe I should actually take care of the exit button first. Okay, so let's do that. With the exit button, right click on it, select events, action perform, click on OK. And right here, I believe you guys can see that. Get rid of that JBTN exit. So right up here, first of all, I'm going to call the private frame that I intend to use private. That will be J frame, and I'm just going to give it an alias called frame as well. There, that's like me calling the library that I intend to use. As you can see, there's error in there. If I click on this now, and all we just need to do is to import the javax.swing frame. Click on that. There we go. So right underneath here, I'm now going to make use of the frame that will be equals new jframe, and this jframe is going to let's have an alias, maybe exit, something like that. Yeah, that will do. And just end it to the comma here. There. And right underneath here, I'm now going to use conditional statement. I will say if j option plain dot show j option plain dot show confirm dialog. Okay, so that is going. Let's see this first. Right click. Okay, I need to import the library for that. To prevent all of these errors showing up, let's go up here and just add the following libraries. All right, those are the libraries that you guys will need. Okay, so let's continue. Now, j option plain dot show. And what do we want it to do? We want the frame. Inside the frame, we just want it to say confirm if you want to exit. So I'm going to come in here now, open up a bracket and just enter my frame here is going to be confirm if you want to exit. And if the user here selects exits, then the system should actually close. But before then, let's just add the title of my project. I'm going to call that currency converter. So put a comma there. I'm going to press enter. Then I'm I'm now going to call the option that I intend to use, which is going to be yes or no. So I will just say, copy that, paste that here. J option claim dot yes or no. Yeah, let's go for yes or no option. And here I'm going to say equals option J option dot yes or no. So close that up. I'll come right down here, open up curly braces, or some people call it statement block. In there, I'm just going to say system dot exit. Open up a parameter and it's 0 in there. And that is it. That is your exit lines of codes. So if we want, let's try that out. Click on that and there we go. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. Okay, so exit is taken care of. Okay guys, while at it, we might as well take care of the reset. So I'm going to right click on the reset. Let's come here, event, and let's select action perform. And right in here, reset deletes that. So let's say JTXT, and that is called amount dot and open up a brackets and just get it clicked, and that's it. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other one that is called amount convert. So let's copy this, paste that in here, and just enter amount converted. There we go. That's brilliant. Now the next thing is going to be J from currency. That is the combo box. Currency dot set selected index. Yeah. And that selected index, I'm just going to make it -1. Okay. Right there inside the parentheses, look at it, -1. So just grab that, copy that for the other one, or undo whatever I just done. Copy this and paste it right underneath here for to currency. So officially I've taken care of both exit and reset. So let's try that out. Compile and run. So enter whatever in here and here as well, and just click on reset. There we go. All right, that's fine. So reset works as we want. Now the next one we want to take care of is going to be the, see, we need to take care of the function that will take care of all of the calculations. But for now, I'll just call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.